Welcome back. You're watching the morning news. We have some breaking news coming in. We're learning that Prime Minister Modi has written a letter to all vaccinators. He's lauded their efforts. As you might remember, over the weekend, India crossed the 200 crore vaccination mark. Now, that's the news that we have for you right now. When India had crossed that point, as we said, it had crossed that point on July 17th, you'd actually had the Prime Minister write to Twitter. He'd taken to Twitter publicly and he'd said Indians have shown remarkable faith in science with this move. According to the Health Ministry data that we do have, 98% of the adult population has received at least one dose. 90% have been fully vaccinated. Now, at the same time, there have been some critics who've said that it's actually taken India too long to reach this 2 crore mark, to which you've had more other administrators who responded by saying that this is obviously an incredibly slow and large infrastructure that's had to be mobilized, and it's done so very, very successfully. Those are both sides of this story. As you can see over here, Prime Minister Modi, who we just said had earlier, 2 days ago, tweeted out that India had created history. Now we're learning that he's actually written to the vaccinators, to the organizations that are responsible, and said exactly this. He's given his own congratulations. He's lauded their efforts as India crossed the 200 crore vaccination mark. As you might remember, on Sunday, right here on the show, we'd actually counted down from that mark. We'd joined the show, we'd started the show as India had about 60,000 vaccinations left to give. We'd stayed with you live and counted down as we reached the number necessary. Now, my colleague Pallavi Ghosh with us right now to tell us more about this story. Pallavi, over to you.
Yes, so we know we've crossed that huge landmark of more than 20 crore vaccination doses last week, and I think the Prime Minister gave that acknowledgement when he tweeted that day to say that he congratulates the people of the country who went in for the jab. From a story which began with a certain amount of vaccine hesitancy, these figures also goes on to show the people's deep faith now in COVID vaccination. India also, for example, has introduced a booster dose, or what's called a precaution dose, and it's going to be free till 29th of July, as the government has also announced a cabinet decision. Now, in this letter and the copies which we are putting out, it's very clear that the Prime Minister gives the complete credit of the successful COVID vaccination campaign to the people of the country who had that belief that vaccination is something which could actually protect them. But at the same time, the message which also goes across is that those who have not yet gone in for the precaution dose must go in for it.
All right, Pallavi Ghosh bringing us that update for our audiences. Once